What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Ultra The Final Challenges Dhalsim Player 2 Super Duper version. Hold on to your socks, this is all about to happen. Now if you're watching this and I'm not at 1,000 subscribers, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment with the hashtag #GiveMePsyLocke and I will put you in the draw to win a Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. But let's get into this review because I've got a lot to talk about with this one. Let's start off with the packaging. We've got this really nice sleeve right here with Dhalsim on the front in his Player 2 color, whoopsie daisy, and a nice picture on the back, very similar to the Fei Long Player 2, with the picture of the background and then an image of just the character on there as well. I like it. And we've got this picture on the back showing off how to do the flame effect. More about that in a second. And there is a picture of our boy on the side as well, looking quite serene. Look at those peace skulls around his neck. And of course, as we've come to expect from Jada Toys, we get the Street Fighter original video game level for a background diorama as well. I love that they include this, and this one looks really good. And because it's a deluxe figure, it's a bigger display as well, so I love that Jada Toys are still giving us these extra bits. Let's talk about Dhalsim Player 2. So he comes with the same hands that he comes with the original one. You've got the flat hands so you can do the praying pose, you've got the claw hands so that he can do the fighting stance and everything like that. This one also comes with a set of fisted hands, but it also comes with fisted hands for the regular Dhalsim figure as well, which I'll show in a moment. Also comes with all of the limbs with the different color palette on there as well. Now I might as well bring him into the review at this point because he also comes with this fire effect right here. And here is the OG Dhalsim with, let's get him in the frame properly. This is the OG Dhalsim. So these are the fisted hands that have the right color of the original Dhalsim and the fire blowing face in the original color as well. I love that Jada Toys do this. It really makes these Player 2 figures worth getting. And then on top of that, you've also got some extra effect pieces as well. So it's got that flame effect, it's got this other one as well, which is a little bit smaller and does have a hole on the bottom as well, so it can plug onto a stand. He comes with this stand right here, which is for the feet, so that you can pose him with his elongated feet and get a little bit of extra stability. And he does come with the fire blowing and screaming heads in the new color scheme as well. But this effect piece right here is so cool. It is so interesting. It's just a flaming corpse. Dhalsim has already just scorched this guy and he is done. Let's get him over here. I think it looks very good. Obviously it's very reminiscent to the game, and the way that this actually works is there's a hole in the bottom that you can plug it into, but something that I found is right in between the legs that it's kind of circular, and then there's that piece of, you know, sculpted fire. It does actually sit in there as well, so if you want a different sort of angle for this, it does really easily just pop in there. I haven't found any other poses that you can get it in. Oh no, does it actually, can it go on here upside down? There you go, it goes on there upside down as well. So this stand here is really thick and it gives you a lot of stability. I'm actually kind of loving this effect. Now sadly, this is the first Jada Toys action figure that I've got that's had some issues right out of the box. And one of those issues is I do not have a stand for this here. This is actually, this might be Guile's stand. It's from one of the other ones there, but I did not get a stand that would work. The only stand that I got in there was this one, which you can't clip on because that's got two prongs and there's only one hole. Where's the hole? It's not designed for it, it's not supposed to go on, but it will clip onto that one perfectly fine. And the big stand that goes with this effect piece as well, but that one is too thick to take this piece. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I missed a piece or if this is how it's supposed to be or not, but I do have plenty of other stands, but it took a few different stands to find one that it fitted on properly, so a little bit strange. The other issue that I encountered right out of the pack is, for some reason, the legs that go into the shorts, the articulated legs, they're just very, very loose. And what's really weird about this is, I'm surprised he's standing right now. What's really weird about this is I've never had this before. The exact same thing started happening to this one on the exact same day. So I don't know if it's like a climate thing. Maybe it's a little bit colder here than it usually is, but both of these seem to have issues with the legs. And this one is really bad in particular. Like when I was trying to get him down for like the pose proper, okay, he seems to be doing it a lot better now. The leg just sort of kept moving and it was actually becoming an issue for posing. So this one appears to be a little bit better. I don't know what's going on with it. I have managed to get him into a few poses that I'm pretty happy with already, but I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that because the looseness around the hip and around where the leg swaps over is a bit of a worry. With that being said, I reckon a tiny bit of blue tack in there will probably solve that problem. So it's certainly not a deal breaker. But Jada Toys have been incredibly consistent with their quality since I started collecting them. So it's worth noting that this is the only time, and I do have every Street Fighter except for a handful of the Player 2s. Every time it's always been good stuff, and this one is very much the exception to that rule. So let's have a look at the articulation here, because it does have everything. It's got double jointed, pinless elbows, double jointed, pinless knees. You got plenty of movement in the waist. You got all that movement in the upper body. It twists one way. Doesn't seem to go all the way around in the torso, but the waist certainly does. Butterfly joints that actually work quite well. You've got two joints in the head. You've got one where the head joins and then another one where the neck joins the body. These figures are absolutely amazing in terms of the presentation and articulation and the price. I don't even need to mention the price to have to talk about how great these are. The fact that it's cheap is literally just a bonus. I think these figures can hang with, you know, any upper quality action figure line that there is. So taking a closer look at the paint, I kind of love all these Player 2 paint palettes. I love the Chun-Li one with the pink. I really like Fei Long with his lavender pants, which are not grey. I made a whole song about him being called Grey Long. They were bloody lavender all along. But I actually am really warming to that design. And this one here, even though it's a very non-human looking kind of complexion that he's got, it kind of looks like war paint to me, like that sort of chalky war paint that you see, you know, in documentaries and stuff. It just makes me think that it's like that, and I even like the sort of like pink details that they've got on the head instead of red. It's just a really unique color scheme, and I think it definitely works. Now, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to work, but I've got his fire-blowing face in there, and I think you can just jam it in there and it should stay. I did it on each of these heads before, and the first time it worked fine, and then after that it just sort of fell out. So I don't know if that just means it's not supposed to happen at all or what the deal is, but I mean, you can see right there, it looks pretty good. So now let's do a controversial Tarantino test?
Tarantino test.
If you're new to the channel, this is the part of the video where I talk about the feet of the action figure in particular, because I like to pose them and get them in different positions and stuff like that. And the feet are a very important foundation to that whole process, and I think it's worth taking a specific look. And the feet on these are perfectly fine. It's an easy thumbs up. But I have, like I say, the looseness around there, and now it doesn't seem to be loose at all. So I don't know if it's just the material gets kind of slick when it gets cold or something like that. But you know what, I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it's Jada Toys and they're absolutely killing it. And since I've been talking shit about it, this has been working absolutely fine, as has old mate over there. I don't know why it's inconsistent. I don't know why today it was acting all crazy and weird, but here we are. Dhalsim passed the Tarantino test.
Tarantino test.
So lastly, it was like pulling a baby's dummy out of its mouth. All right, lastly, I'm just gonna whack on one of the other legs, the stretchy legs, just to give you a bit of a look of how this stand here actually works. So, you know, I think he has like his hand above his head when he does this kick, and his body's a bit twisted. I can't remember. But as you can see, it makes it very easy to, you know, use the extended limbs in a way that you definitely wouldn't be able to without the assistance of a little bit of extra support. All right, there you go. Kind of feel like this should have been in the Tarantino test now that I look at it. And the arms pop off very easily as well. Let's just see if we can get some kind of semblance of a good pose with one long arm and one long leg. Does Dhalsim have a move where he does it like that? Oh, this is a little bit stiff trying to get out. Oh, fucking hell. I think I was trying to pull it out at at the butterfly joint. Whoopsie daisy. There he is with an extra long arm. I'm not going to lie, that was a pain in the ass to get going. But usually it works fine. And as you can see, you can use the fire effect for other figures. This is Pyro from the Marvel Legends line, you know, going toe-to-toe with Mr. Stretchy Arm himself. Here he is fighting another stretchy man, Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Pascal. And this is all the Player 2 figures that I own. I do have Bison coming very, very soon, but we've got Fei Long and Chun-Li to round out the team as well. Again, I love each of these, including Lavender Pants Fei Long over here. And I think that Chun-Li, with all the extra bits that they gave us, the extra faces and the extra hands, and obviously Fei Long coming with the nunchucks, Jada Toys do a very, very good job of adding so much logical value that doesn't feel like it's ripping off people. I am happy to buy this version of Dhalsim that I had no interest in getting, if it means I'm going to get the fire effect and the flaming man and the different faces and stuff like that for the original version. I have no problem with that at all. And what I love about it is every time I buy one of these Player 2 figures, I end up liking it as much, if not more, than the original one. So not Jada Toys' best work. I really don't know what's going on with the lack of stand for the fire effect. If you have any answers about that, by all means, let me know in the comments. But I love their work. I love this figure, and I definitely recommend it if you are in the Jada Toys Street Fighter collecting mood. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. What is your favorite figure from the Jada Toys Street Fighter wave so far? And if we're not at 1,000, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, hashtag give me Psylocke, and you will go in the draw to win the Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack. I feel like I've stretched this outro out a little bit too much. And as always, be well, stay safe, look after your figs, ta-ta, and farewell.